Hello students, hope you all are fine at your places. I am your social science teacher, myself Bharti Arora. Students, I am going to explain Civics chapter 2, Ideals of our Constitution. With this chapter, I am going to explain about the Constitution, fundamental rights, principles, India's democratic country, many more. So let us discuss about this chapter. We will discuss about this chapter in detail. Here is the Constitution. Constitution, this is a written document in which the supreme law of a country is written. In the Constitution, this is a document in which laws of a country is written. Constitution, this is an important document and laying down the fundamental principles of a country. And constitutions define this is an important and core framework of a country, and it also contains the national goals which form the foundation of a country. Constitution of India. So here is framing the Indian Constitution. The struggle for independence was thus over by 15th August 1947, but the attainment of independence was not an itself. The first task undertaken by the independent India was framing of new constitution after independence. First task was they will make a new laws for the country, independent country, and next was the first meeting of assembly was held on 9th December 1946 as the Sovereign Constituent Assembly for India. On 11th December, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as a permanent chairman, and the draft constitution was published in Jan 1948. The people of India were given 8 months to discuss the draft and purpose amendments, and the draft constitution was considered for a 114 days. And new constitution was India was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949, signed by the President Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Some of new provision of constitutions were came into force on 26 January 1950, and this was the date on which the constitution was commenced. It means we are following this laws after the 26 January 1915, and this was the date on which constitution was commenced. And at the Lahore session of the Congress in December 1929, in that time, it was decided that 26th January would be celebrated as the day of Purn Swaraj, or the complete independence. So India became independent, and 26th January they chosen as the day to declare India as a republic. Next is the features of the Indian Constitution. So here are the features of our Constitution. India has the longest written and the most detailed constitution in the world, and in order to give the people of India the best possible constitution, and those who are the framers of our constitution studied and incorporated the best features of Constitution of the world. So here are the some features of Indian Constitution. Like first is the federalism. Federalism means India has a federal form of government. It means that our country is governed at two levels. It means we have a two types of government. That is, one is the central and next is the state level of government. And Prime Minister heads the government at the center level, and the parliament makes law for a country. And at the state level, governor is the head of the nominal head and the chief minister head of the government. So this is the federalism. Next is the parliamentary form of government. Parliamentary system of government and single citizen were adopted from the Constitution of UK. We adopted the single citizenship were adopted from the Constitution of UK. Next is the separations of power. Here, the main feature is we don't have a complete government for the whole country. We separate the power like the central government and the state government. Central government is taking care for the whole country, and the state government is taking work for the doing work for the state level. So here in India they separated the power. Next is fundamental rights. Fundamental rights and the federal form of government were adopted from the Constitution of USA. So here we in our constitution we have a fundamental rights, right to equality, right to freedom, and right to freedom of religion, right to constitutional remedies, culture and educational rights. Here are so many rights. People can follow this. Next is the secularism. Secularism, in this you will study about like uh, in this you will study about like the India is a secular country. It means there will be no state religion. It means all religion will be treated equally. The constitution also guaranteed that the right to freedom of religion, and this is as a fundamental right. So these all are the features of our constitution, and here is the 5-year plan and fundamental duties were adopted from the constitutional of former USSR. It means Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, and our constitution was drafted in 1949. Since then, several changes have taken place in our country. So it is essential to make modification in the constitution according to changing condition, and these modifications are made through a procedure, and that procedure called a amendment. An amendment can be defined as a change in the provision of constitution through an act. So these are the features of our constitution. So here is the next topic is preamble. Preamble means होता है, it means this is a written document. The preamble to the Constitution of India assure justice, social, economic, political equality of status and opportunity and dignity to the individual. Thus, it treats both man and woman equal. In this preamble this is a written document and which explain the goals of the government it takes the aims and objectives of the constitution. And a careful study of preamble, it reveals it is the people of India who are stating their aims and giving power to themselves. Okay, and it does show the hopes and aspirations of the people of India, and every government must keep the main principle of our constitution in mind while framing the law. So here are some principles related with our constitution. So first word of preamble, it means we the people, and this signifies the power is ultimately vested in the hands of the people of India, because we people are giving vote and we people are choosing our leader. So for the preamble has been abandoned only once in 1976 by 42nd amendment. Amendment means change, which inserted the word socialism, secularism, and integrity. A brief description of these concepts are as follow. So here is first sovereign. Sovereign means it means free to follow internal and external policy. It means the power that a country has to control its own government. Sovereignty means the power that a country has to control its own government. So sovereignty is the freedom to govern oneself within a territory or to be free from any external control. People are free. All Indians are free to govern themselves and to make law. So this was the sovereignty, sovereign. Next is the secularism. Secular, it means no particular religion is preferred. Means यहाँ पर कोई कंट्रोल नहीं है कि हम एक ही रिलीजन फॉलो करें या स्टेट वाइज रिलीजन फॉलो करें. So here is the secularism. The preamble states that India is a secular country. It means that there will be no state religion. All religion will be treated equally. And the constitution also guarantees the right to freedom of religion and right to freedom of religion. This is our fundamental right, and we can follow any religion. Every religious group in India can practice its faith, and government has the duty to protect the life, liberty, and property of all its citizens without discriminating against them on the basis of caste, creed, religion, or sex. Is it clear? Next is the socialist. It means no concentration of power and money. Correct? So here is the next is the socialism. Socialist, it means that everyone must enjoy social and economic equality. Under social equality, everyone must have equal status and opportunity, and economic equality refer equitable distribution of wealth and a decent standard of living for all. Our society is an unequal society, and here is a wide gap between the rich